I'm not perfect in everything I do too. I like my tequila sometimes. It's, liquid. It's not water, but
it's clear.
It's clear. What's up, everybody? It's another episode of Sacred Soldiers Podcast. It's your favorite water boy. We are here today with a very, very special guest. Her name is Miss Wendi Kramer. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Miss Wendi owns an amazing spot called Kramer Wellness. So tell us a little bit about your vision behind starting Kramer Wellness and kind of where it all came from and what you guys offer.
So we offer detox therapies that will enhance your wellness journey. So we have colon hydrotherapy, we have massage, we have ionic foot baths, we have the best water, and that water, I call it my living water. We also do ear candling. We do. We have the PEMF mat, which is the cloud. We don't put anything in your body. We take things out of your body, bad things out of your body, and then we replenish with good supplements so that you can feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Yeah. Wendy's spot is absolutely amazing. They sell Sacred Alkaline Water, and it's just a beautiful place. The ionic foot bath, they're like pulling toxins out of your feet. You see all this crazy gunk in the water and all that. The colonics and the colon hydrotherapy is kind of wild. Not intrusive at all, but it's kind of wild. And they just have a great group. And I think that Wendy's passion for what you have to do is really awesome. And that's why I wanted to have you on the show, because there's so many people that you help on a daily basis, but I feel like there's so many more that you need to be able to reach. So locally, and anyone that's in Florida or close to the Treasure Coast, they need to see you. I was down in Delray Beach the other day, and I was telling them they needed to come up to see you because she's got some other things going on. So it's very important what you're doing, and I love you for that. So thank you for what you do, and more people need to know about Kramer Wellness. So Kramer Wellness, Vero Beach, you gotta go. All right. So I think today let's nerd out on water a little bit. How do you feel about that?
I like it.
All right. So some of the things that are super passionate to me. So I've talked about this on another show before, but as you know, I lost my mom 2 months ago from stage 4 lung cancer, and she beat breast cancer 11 years ago, did the whole chemo, radiation thing, went the traditional route, and had a really rough time through that. And because of that, is where I started my water company. It was my water journey back about 8 years ago. And I say it all the time, I wasn't a water drinker. You would have yelled at me 8 years ago. I drank energy drinks only and whiskey and all these different things, and it wasn't my thing. But Mom's journey led me to it, and I feel like God really led me to it as well in different ways. So I'm super passionate about the whole water thing, right? So let's talk about, you want to tell people about how their fridge water isn't really doing what they think it is?
Yes, but first I want to say this. So from a person that has had cancer and has gone through the process, the first thing that a doctor told me was to change my water. Why? Because we're made out of water, 90% water, right? So if you don't do that, you become stagnant, and you don't have that armor that says, no viruses are going to come into your body. Now, Don't get me wrong. I cheat too. Once in a while, you'll see me have a slice of pizza with a Coke.
Or a chocolate chip cookie.
Or a chocolate chip cookie. Somebody just made them here, and it was delicious. But most of all, I do drink a lot of water, and I feel so much better when you have that alkaline 9.5 with all the minerals that you need. It just gives you more energy, especially here in Florida. a lot of people work outside,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and they get depleted with minerals because they sweat and they don't realize it. So they go home and they just drink the typical water, you know, the faucet water. And they're wondering why they don't energize as fast, right? So, you know, they go back out and then they become dehydrated.
Chronically dehydrated.
That's right. So people don't realize. So if you're drinking just regular water or reverse osmosis water, so you're drinking it and then your body gets depleted because that water doesn't have any minerals, so it grabs the minerals that are in your body and it depletes you even more.
Yep.
So when you drink, I'm going to say the sacred water, the water that we carry at Kramer Wellness, if you don't drink remineralized water, you are doing yourself an injustice because you're not gonna have that pep to go back and feel as energized as you would before.
Yep.
My husband used to work for Comcast.
Yep.
Out in the field, and he used to drink Mountain Dew all the time.
Oh,
that was
geez.
his drink, Mountain Dew.
Come on, Steve.
I mean, liters weekly. And, you know, we knew that he wasn't feeling good. He has osteopenia, and we knew that we wanted him to be more healthy. So we went into the journey after my, you know, case with cancer, that we haven't looked back.
Yeah.
We do cheat, but most of all, we do drink the water. Water, water, water. I always say, please drink more water, because you are going to get those minerals back, you know, into your body. It does have, when you say alkaline has this armor that says no viruses can live within you if you are alkaline. A lot of people are very acidic. You know, we eat, the foods today are not the same as they were before. You know, they are depleted from nutrients. They have so many chemicals. I mean, I can just list, yes,
pesticides.
So we
Parasites.
really, you know, they have some viruses in there too, you know. And as a nurse, I can tell you that I've gone into people's homes, and when they get rid of any kind of medications, they do it right into like the toilet, right?
And that goes right to the city.
That's right. How do they kind of filter out all those toxins? And then you're drinking it. So that's kind of scary. Yeah. Right?
No, 100%. And there's actually like special ways, and that's what we do, right? And that's what we specialize in to filter out the arsenic, the lead, the fluoride, the pharmaceuticals, the hexavalent chromium. There's still, even after the whole Aaron Brockovich story, you know, there's still no legal limit of how much hexavalent chromium can be in the water. There's no legal limit.
Wow.
But they're allowed. I don't know how it's getting in there, but it's getting in there, right? So we have to have good processes to filter this out. And the problem with a lot of companies, the systems that they build are only meant to take out chlorine and soften the water. And I'm not talking smack about other companies. I want everyone to be successful, right? But my passion is like yours. It's taking care of people. It's doing the right thing the first time and not having to come back and fix it. Or you think you got something and then issues happen. Right? And you think that you got a good system, but then issues happen and you're like, wait a second, I just bought this system. Why am I having issues a week later? Now, granted, with things like well water, there's a process. I have to go back a couple times to tinker with some things. How much peroxide are we using to get this iron and sulfur out, and what are we using? But we get it fixed within like the first week, right? But if you don't have that, you don't have good water. So it's very important that you have water filtration on your house. It is no longer a luxury. It is a necessity. And that's what I want today's show to be about, that you really need to have some kind of water filtration, because people say it all the time. If you don't filter your water, you will become the filter.
That's right.
And Wendy's very good at talking about how it does deplete you from minerals. If you're drinking purified water, any purified water drinkers out there today, you are robbing yourself of minerals. You can become mineral deficient. We can have so much acidity in our bodies that cancer and sickness can thrive in that, because they can't in an alkaline environment. So water is very special, and it's very special to both me and Wendi too.
So I met Mikey. Mikey came into the spot. Do you remember the
Yeah,
first day?
3 years ago.
He came in and he says, "Well, I have the best water." And I said, "No, I have the best water." And when he started, spilling,
Throwing up word vomit.
I was like, I love this guy. And we hit it off really good. Now, all of my family has the water at their house, and that's my love to them. I told them that I was going to give them life. Water is life. So my water was alkaline and it was remineralized. But when I upgraded to Sacred Water, it added hydrogen. What a difference, right?
Game changer.
And then Mikey went on to put a blue light. So after being remineralized, filtered, everything, he added that just in case that there were other microbes that kind of went loose, right?
The UV.
So when people come to my spa, they come in and the first thing they say is, this water really tastes good and it is very, it really tastes good. I don't know what else to say.
It changes how you feel. They really notice it. And I notice when I'm in there with you and people try it for this first time, they're like, what the heck is different about this water?
Yeah, they don't mind drinking the water. Like Steve. Steve was not a water drinker, and now he's a water drinker.
Now he's a water snob.
But it gives it, when you taste water, sometimes it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
This water is not. It's smooth. Light. Yes, light. And it has a flavor of nothing, but it tastes good. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the problem with a lot of people, and that's why they don't get their gallon of water plus in a day. Number one, because the water molecule is too big. So anyone drinking bottled water, fridge water, tap water, hopefully not, the water molecule is just way too big for your body to absorb it. So scientifically, the absorption rate on any kind of normal dead water, I would call it, all of these waters that are out there, it's all dead water. It's not living, like you say. And the water molecule, say it's this big, not realistically, but say it's this big just for purposes of just visual. Your body can't absorb it the way that it needs to. So your absorption rate when you're drinking dead water is about 20%. And that's the reason why when you chug a bunch of water after being outside all day, or you're at the beach or the pool or working outside, that's why people feel the water literally jiggle and move around in their stomach, because you're only absorbing 20%. The other 80% sits in your stomach until you pee it out. Simple as that, guys. We need better water. Now, when you microcluster the water with that hydrogen, you're shrinking the water molecule so tiny that your body can absorb it at a cellular level. And the way that I prove that, and I show my clients that this is truly doing this to your body, is what I call the tea bag test. So we get a bag of tea, take cold water straight from their faucet after they're installed. I can steep tea in my clients' houses and my house in 15 to 20 seconds in cold water. When you heat up water and when you boil it, you're shrinking the water molecule so that it can penetrate those tiny little holes that are in the tea bag, right? You can't do that with dead water. So it's doing the same thing to your body, everyone out there, when it comes to drinking this bottled water full of microplastics, chemicals, fake alkaline water, all these different things. You're not getting the replenishment. So when people get that first taste of water like this and they come into your spa, they're realizing this is what water's supposed to be.
Right.
It's supposed to be light. You're supposed to get energized. We're made of freaking water. We need better water, right? So
I think that the first thing that you should do when you're either trying to lose weight, trying to change your lifestyle, right? Trying to eat better. I think that the first thing should be just replacing the water or the drinks that you are drinking with living water. I call my water living water. I have a 60 gallon tank, and I sell that within hours, of opening the door.
Tons.
We sell a lot of water, and people, so it's $2.25, you know, when you
A gallon.
a gallon at my place. But people don't mind doing that because you can spend $2.25.
On a bottle of Essentia?
Yes, one
Fake
one
alkaline
little,
water?
yeah. So I really want people to like love the water and get the best that they can get from water. You know, it's like doing supplements because you're getting your sodium, calcium, potassium, magnesium. You're getting more than, you know, the suggested minerals that you should have in your body so you can feel good. But other waters don't give you that. So,
and obviously you have to get minerals from your food, right? Your leafy greens, your alkaline foods.
But the foods no longer have that luxury of giving us that. So
Too
we
many
have to
GMOs.
supplement. You're right.
Yeah.
So I love my water. So that's one of the things that I have at the spa. The other ones, you know, I do take toxins out with hydrotherapy. Therapy. I do have an ozone sauna, which is, you know, very beneficial. It works by opening up the pores, and then ozone gets in the body so it can, you know, detox, you know, the way that it should. So we have 3 ways of detoxing externally, right? So we have the kidneys, the liver, and our skin. So we sweat, you know, we defecate, and then we urinate, right? So those are the 3 ways that you detox.
Yeah.
And those are the things that I have at the spa. We also have IV infusions, which also gives you the right, you know, minerals and other supplements via IV. And, you know, you get those right away. You know, it's going right in through your blood system.
It's like that poor guy the other day that was super dehydrated.
Yeah. So here in Florida, I mean, we are reaching temperatures, what was it, 109? 109.
Felt
it was
like.
Right. I mean, this guy was there from 7 to 9. And he said, I just don't feel like it. I'm getting dizzy. I don't know what's going on. 2,000 milliliters of normal saline with minerals was given to him, and he you know, he was feeling much better. But it dehydrates you, especially if you're not drinking the right water. Again, you know, it all comes down to this water. You know, and living in Florida, people don't want to drink water as much, but they should, because they get depleted every day. The sun here is
brutal.
Sunshine State. So it is brutal. It does take away from you, but you got to replenish again, you know? So,
yeah. No, and I mean, it's one of those things. So what do you think, Wendy? You think the average person spends at least $5-6 a day on water if they're buying water bottles?
Or more.
Or more, right?
Yeah.
If you're out and about, you're buying a bottle, $3, $4 here.
Yes.
You drink a couple of those. Okay. Our system is $5 to $6 a day if you were to finance it monthly.
You know,
$5 to $6 a day.
And you're contributing to good wellness, you know what I'm saying? To yourself.
Yeah.
You are allowed to spend a little money, you know, so you can feel better.
Yeah.
You know, and this is the best you're going to feel if you have that water.
And if we don't go into more of a preventative type treatment, we will be in the reactive treatment.
Listen, I told my kids, even the one so I have a son who lives in Colorado Springs. And
Shout out Matt. What's up, bro?
That's right. Which I'm going to be going there on the 18th. I can't wait. So he just had a baby, and he wanted to start with wellness for his baby. And he said, Mom, what's up with this water? I said, you know what? I'm going to put you in touch with Mikey. Mikey made it happen. And now he has the water that I have here. So I
all
feel
the way in Colorado.
That's right. And all the houses that I have with my kids here in Florida, I mean, they all have it. I just want to give them the best fighting chance, you know what I'm saying, of health.
Yeah.
You know, they can do whatever they want, but I know that they're drinking good water, right?
Yeah. And I mean, you know, me and, you know, our faith too, it goes back to the Bible. I think it's 250 times Olive was just telling me the other day, plus that the word water is in there, and Jesus talking about being the living water. I mean, there's no better way, being a faith-based man and company, that you could give the gift of something when you're doing this. And I don't feel like I'm selling. That's my favorite part about it.
But it's not selling. You're providing good water to the people that, I mean, if my husband wasn't there, I would love to give the water away, right? But somehow we still need to have a place where you can come and get water.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we need to, like, not sell, but we need to make it available for other people. That's what I do at my spa. I want to make it available with the quality of water, it's not that expensive, $2.25 a gallon, please.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I spend a little more when I am doing my nursing, jobs out there. I spend a lot more than that with one little 16-ounce bottle of water.
Bottle of junk.
And you're trying to drink right, but you don't know which one is which. So all I'm saying is this is a lifestyle change when you drink this water, but you're changing for the better. You're not just, changing something. No, this is going to be for your whole future, and you are actually showing your generations what health is when you do this water.
Yeah. And it has to be the main focus, right? You can work out, you can eat healthy, you could look like you're in amazing shape, but no one might not know if you were to do a blood test, what do your levels actually look like? And water is a big part of that because it's literally in every part of your body.
The thing that amazes me now is that we're waking up. We're waking up and we're seeing that, we need to get healthier because what we're doing, the foods and the water and a lot of things can be, they have so much more chemicals. So we're trying to like detox our bodies. This generation, the generation, not Gen X, but Gen X 2, I forget the other name, but they are waking up. They're waking up and seeing, we got to do something. I see more kids working out, which is great. And they're saying, hey, reverse osmosis water is okay. But they're getting to know that if you do drink just that, it's bad for you. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to like change to, okay, let's remineralize. I love having conversations of water at my store. Even the more mature generation are saying, hey, I have a reverse osmosis. What do I need to do to change? I always say, here's a card. Here's Mikey's card.
Call Mikey. He'll take care of you.
And the thing is, too, I also have Beatrice,
my beautiful wife,
which is his wife, and my right hand person. So I love introducing people to the water. I think that just makes my my spa. It just elevates it because of that water. Yeah.
No, it's definitely life-changing. And I mean, some of the things that people notice when they first start drinking the water, and I've talked about this on another podcast, but mental clarity and focus, because your brain is 73% water, I think. And then when it comes to sleeping better because you're actually hydrated, your body can rest and do what it needs to do. And then natural energy, like you talked about, because a lot of the times when we're tired and we go for a coffee or an energy drink, if we drank 16 ounces of water, you probably feel better.
Yeah.
And a lot of natural energy.
But good water.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So it has to be good water. So I told you that I cheat once in a while. I think something about pizza and Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And Coca-Cola is one of the worst ones, but I do love that fizz. I like my fizz. But
at least they're supposed to be taking out the high fructose corn syrup.
Listen, there's a lot more that they need to take out of Coca-Cola. But it does taste really good with pizza. But I can go home and I know that I can drink that water and feel a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody's going to cheat. Just go home and have that good water afterwards.
Yeah, it's everything in moderation, right?
Yeah.
We have to focus on the things we can focus on and kind of chop them down one by one off the list for that health. And I'm not perfect in everything I do too. I like my tequila sometimes. It's, liquid. It's not water, but
it's clear.
It's clear. But, we all have those different things, and it's like everything in moderation, and we need to focus on health in every single aspect. And
That's
I
right.
love that about your spa, because you literally touch on almost every single health point, if not all of them, when it comes to here's how you detox, here's how you hydrate, and then these are supplements that you need specifically based on these tests that we just did.
Right.
Let's get you healthy. And I love how big your heart is, and I love how you love the community so much, and you just want to help everyone. And we're so much alike in that too, because there's a lot going on in this world, and our health needs to be prioritized, because if we don't prioritize it now, later we're going to pay for it.
That's right. So I think I brought up my husband, having my husband at the wellness. So I had to get away from the behind the counter, because boy, I was
Giving
doing
away the whole
and I got
kitchen
in trouble
sink.
with my husband. But I mean, I love it when people say, you know what, Wendi, I feel better.
Mm-hmm.
By doing this, I love this. I don't feel bad when my grandkids come over and they're drinking that water. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you get satisfied. Your heart kind of warms up, when somebody says, I feel better. My family's feeling better. What else do you think we should do? And everything that I'm doing is by experience. You know? And nobody taught me anything. I went and I researched. You see what I'm saying? I had so I have a family member, Brookie, who is in Atlanta. My niece, she is so health. So I had a lot of help with her as well. We're all into wellness, and when I got sick, you get desperate when you're sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You start looking for other ways, and our health system needs help. So everything wellness and holistic is expensive, but if both of those worlds were to come together, it would be so beneficial for the client, right? Because because you can help people, and right now we're just experience. I feel better. I feel much better, from before C, before the cancer word, right? So I'm blessed that I can do this.
Amen.
To the community, and I think Steve and I, our hearts warm up when somebody gets better or feel better. I mean, there's no words for that.
There aren't. And when I go back and some kind of skin issue cleared up, or people are like, oh my gosh, why is my hair so soft? This is amazing.
Yes.
I'm not using conditioner anymore, and all these extra chemicals and all these things you're putting in. And especially, to all the moms out there and expecting mothers as well, the water that you're bathing your kid in is so freaking important. I want to throw that out there.
Yeah, because you absorb it and your skin absorbs it. And here you're bathing your kid for the first time and you don't realize that. But we were not taught about water.
No.
It has to be when somebody is really desperate, because I didn't know. I'm a nurse. I didn't know any of this was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Until I got sick and I was like, hey, you know what? I need to start doing something. I'm in my 50s and I want to stay functional and healthy.
Young.
Yes. Feel
Spirited.
young. Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to pass that down to my generation, because I had not done that before, so the first thing that I did was water, right? And the other things are supplements. I do a lot of supplements. I don't take any more pills.
Don't take too much oregano oil, though. I had to learn the hard way.
But oregano is good for you if you take it as prescribed.
Yeah.
Not as Mikey's prescription.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, we're good now, though. Wendi got me all fixed up. Yeah, no, it's the same. And I've had little girls call us, and I would think that it was like the parents calling me just to check in, or they had a question about the system. I'm talking like within weeks of having the system, and I've had little girls crying on the other line because of how they feel, because certain skin issues went away just by changing their water. And that's how important this is, because you don't realize that you're literally showering in bleach. Chlorine is bleach. And that's why a lot of pool companies are actually veering away from using chlorine pools when they build them. They go for like, hey, you should upgrade to salt. It's healthier for you. Yes, the salt converts to a different form of chlorine, but still, if you add a pool, and my clients love it, when you build a pool and you fill the whole pool with this water, you just created this beautiful mineral spa in your backyard with this amazing clean water now, and it's being treated with the salt, right? It's such a difference. And I love what I do, just like you. And more than anything, like, put the money completely aside. Like, obviously, we have to run a business. We have to make money. But I'm happier when I see things change in people than when I get that check. Every single time. Because I actually care about the person. And there are so few and far between people and companies out there that feel that same way like you and I do. And I think that's something very special that we hold on to and teach the next generation that this is how you do business, right?
You know, it was funny because seriously, back in the day, our grandparents and stuff, they were, they showed us, and somehow we got away from all of that. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, what's good, how to cook. And here this is our generation. Yeah, phones, right? What is that? Frozen foods. You know what I'm saying? Those are
ease.
Yeah.
Microwaves.
Yeah. Go out to eat, McDonald's. Oh gosh. That's a whole nother story. But we're becoming a generation of
convenience.
Yes. And we shouldn't when it has to come with health. Don't get me wrong. I love my Chipotle. You know what I'm saying? Once in a while, Steve and I will go and we'll share one, and I love it. But it
moderation
cannot be all the time.
Yeah.
So you have to. We spend so much money on junk.
Oh, yeah.
So here we're introducing something really good and, healthy, and yet people are going, oh, we don't have the money. But I can see them in a bar or something, and you're
$100 at dinner too.
Yes.
I mean, you cannot, especially if you have a couple of drinks, you cannot go to a restaurant anymore, even just two people, and spend less than $100. So if you're spending that $100, okay, let's cut out one of those dinners per month and let's invest in our health, whether it's something with you, whether it's a good water system, whatever it might be, because, I can't emphasize it enough. And again, I fall short in certain areas. I cheat on certain areas too, but we work through that, right? And we continue to get better every single day and focus towards all of our health and wellness, working out, making sure we're doing that, getting our steps in, all those different things. But it's all in moderation, right? And we have to start prioritizing our health because, like I said, if we don't prioritize it now, it's going to catch up to us later when we don't want it. And the reason I'm so passionate about this, and Wendi too, she beat the big C, right? That's a crazy achievement, right? And I lost my father 4 years ago to stage 4 cirrhosis of the liver, and he had colon cancer. And I lost my mom 2 months ago to cancer as well. I don't want people, and for all the viewers out there, I don't want people to go through the pain that I went through because it's tough. It's rough. It still hits me every single day. But if I can help one family at least be as healthy as possible with the number one thing we need to live, we can go weeks without food. We can't go but days without water.
That's right.
It will kill you.
Do you know that in other countries, what is put here in the U.S. is not allowed in their countries?
Oh, 1,000%.
Even water.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad.
I mean, you look at different brands of ketchup and, Europe has like 4 ingredients and we've got 30. Why? French fries from certain fast food restaurants, 17 ingredients in the U.S., 3 ingredients in Europe, okay? What's going on here? Let's really connect the dots, guys. Are you awake yet? Are you seeing what's going on? Right. We need to protect each other. We need to protect our families. We need to protect our communities. Mm-hmm. And we need to do something to come together when it comes to that and do good. Like just be a good person, help each other out, and help live healthy because otherwise, my poor mom was 63 years old. She should have had 30 years more. Yeah. 63. But because of all this modern stuff and the things that we eat and the things that we put in our bodies and the things that we're exposed to that we're told are good, but they're terrible. We're being lied to, guys. Wake up. We awake yet? We're being lied to. So you need to focus on your health. And I love that we got to talk so much about water today because it is the number one thing. And the water
It is. You're basically made out of water. So replenish that water. You know, if you leave a bucket of water outside, what happens to that water? It gets stagnant, right? And your body does the same. So you become more acidic. When you're acidic, you're introducing all those viruses. So my thing to you is today's conversation, water, is for you to get more alkaline.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get it is through water. Get the right water. Get sacred.
Thank you, Wendi. Yeah, definitely get the good water. We can install nationwide. Anyone that sees this, I can ship it out. We can get an installer out there. We just did it in Colorado. I have systems in Virginia, Texas, Utah, San Diego, different parts of California. We can help you out. Definitely look into this. Invest in your health, guys. Put yourself first. Put your family first.
You deserve it.
Yeah, because if we can go spend $60K on a brand new car, $45,000 on a brand new car that's going to cost us $900 a month, we can invest some into our health too. And it's just so important. You're going to feel better. You're going to look better. And you're going to have more energy for your children, for your family, for your loved ones.
You're going to be more functional through the years, you know. So you need those minerals back into your body.
Yeah. So last thing I will say is, Wendi, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
We love you so much. You have to go see Kramer Wellness off of 43rd Street in Vero Beach. Also, make sure you like, follow, share Sacred Soldiers Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We need some more YouTube subscribers. Y'all need to, come on now. Y'all are following the other ones. Help us out. Get on YouTube. Click that subscribe. We're here to help. And if there's any topics regarding health, wellness, faith, mindset you guys want to talk about or hear us talk about, we got you. So we love you. Have a blessed day and drink more water, baby.